Hi Gypsies, this is Joy back for another yes or no pick a card reading, and you will have 3 little pouches to choose from. What I'm going to put in here is the yes or no answer to whatever question you have. Okay, so you're going to have 3 pouches to choose from. The first pouch is going to be business. Isn't that appropriate with the skulls? This cat one is going to be family, if you have a question about family. And this last one is going to be love. And you'll notice, I believe, yeah, there's a more on there. French for love. So in the 3 pouches, I'm going to be doing 3 readings. And so you can choose one of the 3 or maybe more than that. I will let you know the results of the yes or no, and we'll do a brief reading as well. So I'll catch you on the other side. Hi Gypsies, you chose the skull pouch and you are group 1, and these 3 readings are going to be regarding business, a business type question. If you haven't thought of your question yet, put this on pause. Inside of here will be the yes or no answer, and I'll also use the pendulum as well. So let's go ahead and start the first business reading, okay? So we've got financial and material changes, upside down, and this is the other side, base chakra. Okay, cross card, 10 of Swords, and 5 of Wands. You know, I'm feeling some resistance from this side, from your side of the aisle. I'm looking at this financial and material changes upside down, and then I'm looking at this 10 of Swords, and that feels very negative to me. It feels like you've had some bad decisions in the past, and you're a little bit wary about this. And you're afraid of being talked into something that you don't want to do because you feel like in the past you were talked into something and it really hurt you financially. So I'm sort of feeling like you're on the sidelines, not really fully into this business project question that you've got. Now on the other side, this looks like somebody who in business is very sound. They definitely have their base chakra opened. They're really good with business decisions in this 3D world, and they have slain the dragon. So that might be something for you to think about. It even feels like they're protective, like this is them and they are protecting you. So it feels like you're trying to decide about some kind of a businessy kind of thing with this other side, and I'm feeling actually like it would be a positive kind of thing, if that's your question. Now let's go ahead and check and see what we've got in here for the answer. 2, 3. All right. Okay, card 1. This is right side up. So yes, no, and another no. Okay. So I'm going to do a quick yes or no. Yes or no. You know, I'm getting a no. So the majority of these 3 cards, 2 out of 3 are no's, and the pendulum is saying no as well. Now I don't know if I don't know what your question is. I don't know if this is no to the business deal. I don't know what this question is, but this feels like a no. So, all right, let's go on to the next reading for business. And for your card, patience. Okay. Oh, that's a pretty card, isn't it? Okay. For their card, we've got universe. All right, let's see what the cross cards are. Your cross card is the Fool. This is a major card, and it is upside down. And their cross card is the Knight of Swords. I'm feeling like what you're telling yourself is you need to be patient in terms of this business decision that you want to make. You don't want to look stupid. You don't want to do something that you don't want to fall off the cliff, essentially. You don't want to make a quick decision, okay? Which is a very, I think that's a very sound, smart decision in business dealings. The other partner, I feel like they're more idealistic. They are looking at what they can achieve in the world. They feel like they can do anything, okay? They feel like the universe is theirs for the taking, and they want to take you along with them. It feels like they need you. They need you. Do you see how you're right in back of them on the horse? They feel like you can work together really well. It feels like you have the same kind of mindset about industry and decisions that you would make that way. And so they really want you with them. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our pouch here and see what we've got. Okay, first card is a yes. Second card is a yes. Third card, yes. That doesn't happen all that often. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we've got here. Yes or no on business decision number 2, reading 2. And I am getting a yes. Yes, 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 and yes. Okay? So it sounds like in this case you want to be careful. You want to be patient. You don't want to look stupid or do something stupid. But it sounds like this other partner is really willing and is very interested in having you do something with them. All right, so let's go ahead and go on to the third and last reading, business reading. Okay, this is yours, material and spiritual prosperity. That's always a nice card to get. Okay, triumph. This is their card, upside down. Okay, let's see what the cross cards are. The Sun. This is upside down. This is a major card right here. And Queen of Pentacles, material wealth, upside down. Okay, so I'm feeling like with this material and spiritual prosperity card, okay, this is you. And I feel like you have spent a lot of time building up where you are right now. Now you can see the 4 trees in the background, 4 talking about stability, rationality. You've also got 2 water fountains here, and that would also deal with the High Priestess, and that's about intuition. You are standing right in the center of this, of the 2 and of the 4, and it feels like you're in a good spot. But with this upside down Sun card, it sort of feels like this came pretty easily to you in terms of you're very good at business type decisions and learning how to bring in material wealth. But this doesn't feel like what you're in right now is something that you love, like a child, like childlike love. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like you've got all this that you thought would make you happy, and it's not really making you happy. Not like you were as a child, dreaming. Okay? Now, as far as the other side, I'm looking at this brown cover and I'm looking at how it's upside down, it feels like this would normally, going forward, triumphing, a lot of action. It's upside down. It feels like this other side is like at a stalemate. They can't go any further. And it feels like they're looking at your wealth. And I'm wondering if this has something to do with you selling off a business or something like that. And they're hoping to, maybe at least for some of you, maybe buy that, and then they feel like they can be successful like you too. I'm feeling like a little jealousy on this part. Yeah, and as far as this Queen of Pentacles, and this is upside down too, see, you're somebody that seems to have an easy time bringing wealth into your environment, but this other person, it feels like they don't intuitively know how to bring this abundance to themselves. No idea. They don't know how you did it. Maybe in their quiet moments they're thinking to themselves, how in the world were they able to amass this wealth, or exactly what I want, how did they do it, because I want it. That's what I'm feeling like with that. Let's look at this yes and no area here. Okay, we've got a yes, a no, and another no. Okay, so it's mixed, but it's more towards no. Clear. So let's go ahead and look at our pendulum here and see what we've got. Yes or no to the third reading for business. All right, I am getting a no. It's not a resounding no, but it's a no. I mean, it's not like swinging really far, but it's a no. It's a no. So 2 out of the 3 cards were a no, except for this one, and the pendulum was a no as well. So there you go, gypsies. If you like this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks. Hi gypsies, this is Joy. You are group 2. You chose the pouch that I'm designating for family. In here will be the yes or no cards, and then I'll use the pendulum as well to further cement whether it's a yes or no. Okay, we're going to do 3 readings for family. Choose whichever one is most speaks to you. All right, so let's go ahead and begin. Okay, this is the sacral chakra. This is upside down. Okay, and the other party, this is memories of love, upside down. Okay, let's look at the cross card. Judgment. And the other is the magician, upside down. Okay, I'm getting a feeling that, I don't know what this question is, of course, but it feels like some kind of question in terms of your parents. And I'm feeling like you feel very, very hurt deeply by them. You felt like they judged you growing up. As far as the other party, it feels like with this upside down memories of love, it feels like they wanted to. Do you see how these hands are holding the candle almost like really sweetly and delicately, and like it's afraid that the candle will blow out? Well, this was upside down, so it feels like maybe they feel like they didn't get an opportunity to hold you like this, to hold you like this precious little being that maybe the light will blow out. And you know what? They may even be aware that your light was blown out. They may even be aware of that. But so this judgment you're feeling from them, it could be, at least for some of you, that they really tried, and maybe they weren't even aware of some of these things that happened to you that you're blaming them for. Maybe, maybe at least for some of you. As far as this Magician card, and this is upside down, it's feeling like to me that the potential that they feel like they had in their life was cut short. And wow, okay, so at least for some of you, this obviously is not the child's fault, okay? It's not the child's fault. But it almost feels like this individual that you're maybe having the question about may be blaming you for potential that didn't happen or that didn't come through in their life, okay? I hate saying stuff. I'm trying to be honest, and it's just a very tough thing to say. Very tough. So some of you might find that, okay? So let's look in our pouch and pull out our yes or no. Okay. This is a no. No. And no. It's a major arcana. All right, let's go ahead and do our pendulum. Okay, this is the first reading of our family reading. We're looking for a yes or no. Yes or no. And it does feel like a no as well. Okay, so this doesn't happen all that often, but this is 3 no cards, and the pendulum is a no as well. So I don't know what the question is, but I wish you all the best. All right. Thank you, Gypsies. We'll go on to reading 2. All right. Obstacles and challenges. This is your card. The other party. Disruption. Okay. We're going to look at 9 of Wands. This is your cross card. That's your cross card. And then the other party has got a 2 of Pentacles, and this is upside down. Okay, so you know what I'm feeling like with this obstacles and challenges. Okay, so you'll see how these 2 feet are trying to go over to this ledge right here, and there's a break in it, okay? And then you'll see how there's etched in this stone or whatever it is he's on is a bird, a bird flying in the air. So it feels like that's what he wants to do. He wants to be able to fly. He wants to, I'm feeling like in this case, he wants to be able to aspire to whatever he wants to be in. And this is your part of the reading, by the way. So you want to fly and be the best that you can be. But there's this break in the stone, and you're afraid of falling, okay? And then this 9 of Wands, it feels like you've either got memories of having your ship wrecked on rocks before, and you're thinking about this, and that's why you're not flying. That's why you're not moving forward. And because it feels like what you want, at least maybe to certain members of your family, seems very, very pie in the sky, but you want it. Do you see past the rocks, there's this like sanctuary or a house or a palace or something on the rocks up here, but you've got to go up these steps and you've got to get past these rocks, okay? So it feels like you're afraid of crashing and drowning, and maybe you have to a certain extent before, and so you've got these memories of it happening again. So this is making you nervous. Now, it feels like with the other party that, now do you see this? Do you see this guy? He's got his body is in 5 different parts, and I'm feeling like he or this other party is thinking that this is you. Okay, this is what they're thinking of with you, and they want this for you. They want you to work hard and maybe go into the field that they want you to go into, which might be something that they're familiar with. But I'm feeling like they're afraid for you as well. They're afraid for you crashing into these rocks, and it may be that you can feel what they're thinking, and that might be part of the reason why it's making you feel so nervous about not making it. And you have heard that the journey is more important than the actual end result. So even if you don't actually get to the palace past the rocks, my gosh, what you would have learned by going through this and trying to get there. What would you have learned? A ton. And it looks like they're seeing this breaking you apart, and it's disturbing to them. It feels like your whole life is just breaking apart, and they don't like to see this. So this is all dark, right? These all dark colors, and this is what they want for you. You see how this is bright and happy, and the green with the grass and stuff like that, and money and all of that. So they don't want you to go through this tough time. They want this for you. And in a way that's sort of lovely, but that's not your dream. I don't know. I don't know what your question is, but now let's look and see what cards come up for your yes and no. Okay, this is a no. Yes. And a yes. All right, let's go ahead. Clear it. Let's go ahead and look at the pendulum and see what that comes up with. Yes or no on the second question of family. Yes or no. I am getting a yes. So whatever your question is, this is more veering towards the yes. You've got 2 yeses, 1 no, and the pendulum is a yes as well. So wishing all my best for you. And let's go on to the third reading. All right. This is you, balance. And universe, this is upside down. All right, let's see what the cross cards are. Sort of spilled my cards. All right, cross cards. 4 of Wands. And 8 of Wands, but this is upside down. So both your cards are right side up, and both of the other parties are upside down. That's interesting. All right, so, well, these are nice feeling cards, and they're right side up. So in your family, it looks like you're somebody that likes to keep the peace within the family. Everybody likes you because you always say the right thing. You always stick up for whomever. You know what, you're like the negotiator, okay? And it wouldn't surprise me if you're sort of like a middle child or something like that. But you're always conscious of making sure that the family is, yeah, see, the king and the queen, the mother and the father, that everything is just going perfectly, okay? Now, as far as the other party is concerned, and I don't know if your question is about mother, father, or whatever, okay, I'm feeling more like this might be a sibling, upside down, and, okay, so you know what? Okay, so you're used to keeping peace in your family, and I think you're just starting to realize there's some member of your family that's not being heard. I see this little face, this little sad little face, and they want to leave. And you normally would take the side of your parents. At least for some of you, you want to take the side of your parents, and you're sort of feeling now like you need to break with the balance that you normally have, and risk, making your parents and your family upset, and sort of sticking up for this other sibling. That's what because it feels like they're troubled. They're not used to being well liked in the family. This is, at least for some of you, they're not used to being so well liked in the family, and you're going to step over to their side. Okay, let's go ahead and see what the cards say. Okay. Yes. 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 All right. Now I realize I don't know what all your questions are, but I'm really feeling strongly about that, at least for some of you. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what the pendulum says for the yes or no on this third family reading. And this is a yes, a resounding yes. Okay? All right. All my best to you. All my best. Okay? Thank you, Gypsies. And we're going to... Oh, by the way, please give me a thumbs up if you like the reading. Appreciate it. And we will go on to the next reading. Hi, Group 3. You chose the... Let's see, where is it? The love pouch. So these 3 readings are going to be about love. Choose which one of the 3 that you'd like to see what the yes and no is. I'm going to do a brief reading, and then we'll look at the yes or no's in here, and with the pendulum as well. So let's begin the first reading. Okay, foundation and achievements. All right, and then prosperity begins. That is on their side, okay? Let's look at the cross cards. Yours is 6 of Cups. This is upside down. And King of Cups. And this is upside down. So what I'm getting with this foundation and achievements, it feels like you have in mind some kind of a relationship that you would like to either be a marriage or living together or something like that. You have in your mind's eye this happy kind of, mother, father, child, in this beautiful, house with the rainbow and all happiness and all of that. So that's what's in your mind. Now, with this card, I feel like you've been waiting a long time for this. And I feel like it's becoming impatience now. It's like, come on already. Let's get this going. All right, now on their end, I sort of feel like this feels like a relationship to me too, hands over hands, and it feels like a calm kind of loving foundation, actually, especially with the ground here and then the hands over it and then the tree sprouting from it. So it feels like, love sprouting from the hands. So the other side, at least for some of you, it feels like love on that side as well. But this is upside down, and I'm feeling like what they're thinking on the other side is maybe rationally thinking this isn't such a good idea. Some kind of resistance on that side, okay? At least for some of you. All right, let's go ahead and look at the yes or no. We've got a no, yes, and no. 2 no's and a yes. Let's look at the pendulum here. Okay, well, this is very mixed. The pendulum says yes. You've got one of these cards that say yes, and the other two that say no. So this is very mixed, very, very mixed. And it may be, okay, this is another thing I'm getting to. So I'm feeling impatience on this side, okay, on your side. I'm feeling impatience. It may be they can feel the impatience, and that's what's making them dig their heels in a little bit, because they don't want to feel rushed. They don't feel like this is a decision that should be rushed, okay? At least for some of you, that's what I'm feeling, okay? So let's go on to the next reading, the next love reading. Okay, victory and success. This is upside down, and this is your card, okay? All right, movement, choices, and decisions. This is also upside down. Okay, let's look at the cross cards. 3 of Pentacles, upside down. Wow, this is totally up. Oh my gosh, this is upside down too. 10 of Wands, upside down. Okay, all right. This is sort of has a yucky kind of feeling in that I'm feeling like this, what this is saying, especially with the upside down, and for some of you, I'm feeling like it was the end of a relationship and you don't want anybody to know. Okay, so you see how this guy's got the horn going and all that. Well, it's upside down. I'm feeling like you've had to give back jewelry to the other person. And this just feels like an end. This does feel like an end. Okay, so as far as the other party goes, the other party situation, this is upside down, this movement, choices, and decisions. It feels like they're at a stalemate. They feel like they've had their feet to the fire. They feel like they're being blamed for everything, and do you see the face in there? You know, like this. It's like they're feeling like a victim, like they don't know what to do. They feel like they screwed everything up. You know, they're and there's just one of them. There isn't anybody else in that boat either. They're by themselves. They feel very by themselves, and they feel like they just screwed everything up. They're not doing anything right now at this point. This relationship feels really at a standstill. Okay. Hangman. Now this is right side up. This is a yes. This is no. And this is no. Okay, let's go ahead and clear. Let's see what we've got here. This is a yes. This is just like the other one. 2 yeses and 2 nos. So, I don't know what the question is, but it just sort of feels like not real clear. This is mixed, definitely mixed. Okay. All right. Let's do the last one on romance, love and romance. Okay. Wisdom, upside down. Okay. And solitude. Okay, let's see what the cross cards are. Knight of Pentacles. This is upside down. That's your card. And their card is the 5 of Wands. You know, it's really interesting. Do you see the Wisdom card, the man, and then the 9 of Pentacles? Now, this is your part of the reading, by the way. Both these cards are upside down. It sort of looks, to me anyway, that they're both wisdom. I mean, I know this says wisdom, but this guy here looks like really smart as well. okay? Has a lot of knowledge. I don't mean to say just smart. I mean just knowledgeable. But they're upside down. So it almost feels like what they're saying is you've had experiences that you might not have learned from, at least for some of you. You're still hoping for what you've been hoping for before, even though it might seem a little unreasonable or not possible. I really feel for you. This feels very anxious and upset, is what I'm feeling. Now the other party, it feels like they just want to be by themselves. They've done all they can. And this is a reading for, at least for some of you. Not all of you are going to feel this way, but it feels like they've done all they can. They can't do any more, and so now they just want to be by themselves. So it's possible for some of you that they've ended things, and that's it, and you're still hoping and waiting. Okay, let's go ahead and see the yes or no. This is yes. This is yes. And this is yes. Okay, 3 yeses. Okay. All right. Yes or no for the romance reading number 3. And this is a yes. This is like a real big yes. Oh my, that's a big one. Okay, that's a definite yes. I feel for you. I do. I hope everything works out great. Just remember that you are a wonderful person, and you're one of a kind, and I hope everything works out real great for you, okay? Okay, Gypsies, if you like this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Appreciate it, and I will see you for the next reading. Bye.